Hi, this is the Rusted Willow, and my name is Tammie. And if you like DIYs, hauls, flips, and everything farmhouse, you are in the right place. Let's get into DIY number one. All right, guys, today I am doing a collaboration with my ladies, and this is called Meet Me in Paris. Now, I didn't show painting these butterflies because I worked on them in a live with Favi over at Arrows DIY, and I will link that video up above in the cards and also down below in my description box. And what I am doing here is I am using some Dollar Tree transfers, and I am just transferring them on to each of the butterflies. And these are actually the Valentines, or I don't know. I don't think they're all Valentines, but they have love letters and X and O's and butterflies and just different designs on this transfer. And it is gorgeous. I love it. And it's mostly black and white. There is a little bit of color, but anyway, it's gorgeous. I love it. And I put it on 3 of the butterflies. I actually thought I had an extra one or another one, and I didn't. I ran out. So the 4th butterfly has the springtime transfer, which is also gorgeous. And it has mason jars and bicycles and butterflies. And anyway, it's all French. And as I said, today the collaboration is called Meet Me in Paris. So we are doing French farmhouse or French inspired farmhouse. And I love how these butterflies are turning out. I mean, look at those. Those are gorgeous. Are they not gorgeous? Okay, so that turquoise one is painted in agave, and I had already finished that on my live with Favi over at Arrows DIY, like I said previously. And anyway, here they are up close. A good look at them, how gorgeous they are. Oh my goodness. And I just used like a regular purple color, and then I just mixed some white in it to make a lighter purple color. And then I used a baby blush pink and then agave for the turquoise one. So now I am just showing you how I drilled the holes. I stacked all 4 of them up. I put a block of wood under my butterflies and drilled the hole through all 4. That way they would be all lined up and in the same place. And I did that on both sides of the wings. Here I am just showing you how I embellish them. I am taking some Dollar Tree ribbon and making awareness bows, and I just put them in different directions. And I use the solo wood flowers. I don't know why I went blank there for a minute. Any solo wood flowers they sent to me, which I love them. And I also have an affiliate link down below for the solo wood flowers if you're interested. And I am just stacking them on top of one another using a little bit of hot glue. Make sure you use your finger protectors. I just put those bows in either corner of the butterflies. And do you see that pearl necklace right there? It reminds me of Wilma from the Flintstones. Like if you were gonna be a character from the Flintstones on Halloween, this is the absolute perfect necklace. I found this at a thrift store, and I think I paid $1 for it. It is so cool. I always am picking up pearl necklaces because I cut them apart or unstring them, and I use the pearls, and hopefully none of them are real. But anyway, I never check that. I'm always picking up pearl necklaces, and I found these and I snagged them. I was like, oh my God, I gotta have those because they're so chunky. Like, have you ever seen a pearl necklace this chunky? I have not. I have not. That was my first time. And I even wore it to work one day because I just thought, this is super cute. And then after I unstrung it, I was thinking, man, that was super cute. I don't know if I want to use it from a DIYs, but that's what I do with all the jewelry that I pick up. So anyway, I unstrung them, and I used another beaded garland from another craft, and I am stringing these to make a butterfly garland. And guys, this turns out so beautiful. I am in love with this garland. I think the pearls just absolutely make it. I think the pearls take it over the top and make it very high-end looking. I add little white butterflies, as you can see there. I added pearls next to the Sola flowers, Sola wood flowers. And I mean, I got pearls and lace and beautiful appliques. I mean, this is gorgeous. And I don't know about you guys, but when I think of Paris, ugh, I think of springtime in Paris. Okay, so the host of this collaboration is Brenda over at Monner's Market and Annie from Indiana Jones. I will have their channels and the playlist linked below in my description box. So make sure you go over and visit everyone's channel and watch the playlist because it's going to be amazing. All right, guys, on to DIY number 2. Now, this is a wood pallet sign that my husband put together. I took it outside and cut it down on the saw to make it about 16 by 20 because that is the size of the printout that I printed off of Design to the Nines website. Natalee Callahan printed this, made this design, and I am painting these boards with, what did I use? Ivory chalk paint. I don't know what the color is. Plaster. I used plaster chalk paint from Plaid, and then I am using Liquitex to put down on the wood, and I just do it a section at a time. So I get it centered where I think it's gonna look good, and I do the top section. Now my paper wrinkled really bad, and I don't know why, but I think it turns out beautiful. So I just give a generous coat of this Liquitex, and I pull back the paper, I put down a little bit more, and then I rub that in real good, and then I just do section at a time, and then I go around the edges to make sure that it is adhered down really well. And then once I get that all down, face down, because if you notice, this printout is mirrored, and that's how she created it, was mirrored, so you could apply it to whatever you wanted to. Well, I had these wood boards in my stash from years ago when he made them because I do wood signs, and I thought, you know what, I'm gonna apply this to those wood signs. So anyway, I cut a couple down and I did 2 of them different ways, but I think this one turned out the best because it was difficult. I'm not gonna lie, this was pretty difficult to say the least, because I had it printed out at Office Depot, Office Max, whatever, and they have heavier paper, which is normally a good thing. They print it out on heavy paper, but when you are doing this technique and you want to peel it back, it makes it very difficult because the paper is so heavy. So you have to peel off the top layer, and then you have to rub off the other paper and hope to God your ink sticks to the wood. Okay, well, that didn't quite happen the way it normally does, and I've never done this project or this technique in a large project like this before, so this was definitely trial and error. And I know next time if I want to do something like this, just print it out on regular thin paper and piece it together or something, and that would probably work a lot better than using the paper from Office Depot, because I probably worked on this for 2.5 hours because you have to go slow, you can't go too fast, you can't get your paper too wet. I let it dry a couple times between coats, and then I would rub it as it was drying, and that seemed to work better. But now that my fingers have no skin left, or I have no fingerprints, which I don't know, that could be a good thing these days. Just kidding. Anyway, it was hard on my fingers. And then once it dried and I was satisfied with how it looked, then I went ahead and coated it with Mod Podge. And I gave it a good coat of Mod Podge to protect it. I wanted it to look worn and rustic, like an old faded French sign, and I think I accomplished that in the end. So you'll have to tell me what you think when you see the final reveal. But this is gorgeous. You can get it over at Natalee's channel from Design to the Nines. I will link her channel down below in my description box. All right, guys, on to DIY number 3. So I got this Cricut vinyl. 1, 2, 3. So I got this Cricut vinyl at Walmart, and it was on clearance, and it was floral designs. And I thought, you know what, if anything, I can use them as reverse stencils. But I thought this was perfect for Paris in springtime, or Meet Me in Paris. I always think of Paris in springtime. I don't know why. Anyway, to me, Paris is beautiful flowers, flower markets, um, butterflies, and I just think of markets and flowers and butterflies and bakeries and bistros and, Anyway, I've never been, so I don't really know how Paris is. My niece is there right now, and I am so jealous. So anyway, I made these I cut out these things on my Cricut. These things. I cut out these sayings on my Cricut, and these are actually the cut-off boards that I had left over from the wood signs that I just cut down. So in the last DIY, and they were perfect for these. So that's what I made. I made some that say Flower Market. I made one that says Antiques, which I love, and I love these fonts. Oh my gosh. I used all different fonts, and I will also link them in my description box below if you are interested. So basically, so that one, I applied the words wood flower, and I went over it with celery, which I'm going to later peel back. As you can see here, I'm peeling it back to reveal the color underneath. And it looks gorgeous. It looks worn and weathered, and I just think old world market when I think of Paris. Oh, I just love it. And you guys know how to apply decals. I mean, I use the transfer tape from Dollar Tree, and I just burnish it down. I roll back. I was having problems with the Cricut vinyl releasing. So, I mean, this vinyl is really nice because it has like a plastic kind of backing instead of the old paper backing, and so you can roll it pretty easily to release the vinyl cutout. And there, I made this one Springtime in Paris. Love that. And I think this one says Meet Me in Paris. Anyway, I just make all kinds of wood little sayings for your shelf sitters. I can't say shelf sitters, for your tiered trays. And I just want to say thank you to Brenda over at Monner's Market and Annie at Annie Jones for hosting this collaboration. I love those ladies, and I was super excited to join this playlist. And guys, if you are not following me over on Instagram, hop on over there and follow me. I post funny things and things that I am working on. And if you would like to subscribe to help support my channel, I would appreciate that as well. So don't forget to like and subscribe. And for those of you that don't know, today is baby day. My son and his girlfriend are having a baby today, and hopefully I will be posting those pictures soon on my Instagram. All right, guys, don't forget to go over and visit that playlist. And again, thank you to Brenda over at Monner's Market and Annie from Annie Jones. And I will see you guys in the next one. Here is the final reveal, and I hope you love these DIYs. I am in love with this butterfly garland. Oh my goodness. And yes, it is going in my new grandbaby's bedroom. I am not going to keep it on the crib. I'm probably going to hang it on the wall, but I didn't have a place to display it because it's kind of long, but it fit on the crib perfectly. So I don't know, I might just leave it there. No, I won't. I'm going to hang it on the wall. But anyway, I love it. I think it's gorgeous, and I cannot get enough of it. And those huge pearls. Oh my goodness. I hope I find another necklace like that again, because that was a one in a lifetime. I am always looking at the jewelry. So if you guys don't shop the jewelry, oh my goodness, you need to, because I find some really cool stuff and I use it in my DIYs. Although I haven't been shopping lately, I have been staying out of Dollar Tree. I have been trying to use up my stash, which I have. I use those butterflies that were in my stash. I use these wood boards that were in my stash. I love how this sign turned out. Now tell me, do you guys like that? Do you like that old world style, rustic and worn? I just think of an old sign in Paris. That's what I think of. And I didn't care that, it was not perfect. I didn't care. I love it the way it turned out. You guys have a great week, and I will see you in the next one.